Hello and welcome back to the Littlest Pixel. Today we're going to be looking at bills, navigating the map, and what happens when your furniture breaks. So we left off last time where we have the bills in our inventory. So we need to now find the royal snail. So what you do, you have a map. So it's this one here where it's world map. So you've got a little mini map here, but I find it easier if you're not sure where you're going to expand it. And then here you just hover your mouse up, down, right and left, and you can see everywhere. So to go to the royal snail is this building here. So you simply just click your target there, and you can see where you are with a little arrow. And if you're ever not sure where you are, say if I'm looking down here, click this little button up here, find you, and it will center you. So now if you go back here on your mini map, you can see where you are, but also up here, up by the temperature and weather forecast, is arrow. Just want to do a quick guided tour around the map. So this is like an open space park, and then you've got the royal snail, which we've just seen, and this is the university, which we'll go through in another video. And it's quite handy because you can see the days and the times these places are open. They come up at the bottom. You've got the library where you can rent books, that's your house. And then this way you've got the museum, which is where you donate collectibles. You've got D&Y construction, which is where you get your materials from. Also you get wallpaper, floors, plants, etc., which we'll also explore. This is your fairground. This is where when you have events, you get events once a season, and they'll happen up here. And you've got another little park, which is quite useful because you've got benches, usually water fountains, things like that. We've got bus stops as well, you can see. We'll go through the bus system another time. So further down here, you've got the salon, which you'll see in an up-and-coming video with your hair. You've got Banana 21 apparel, which is where you can buy all your new clothes. That's also up and coming in another few videos. You've got the gym. It's got times on here, but you can also buy a membership where you can go in at any time. So once you level up, you get a decent amount of money. You can buy the top gym membership, and it doesn't matter if it's Sunday at midnight, you can still go in, which is useful because it has showers, toilets, places to drink and stuff like that. You can just go in there and use it whenever you like, which is quite handy because when you're wandering around you might just need to nip in to the toilet. So you've got the main square there, which has got fountain and some food places and drinks fountains, things like that. Then you've got the pub, which is open most of the time. This is quite useful. I've heard a lot of people go in and use the toilets and the sinks for hygiene and your toilet needs if you don't want to use them at home and make things dirty. That is an option. The art park here you can use, there are benches, there's also a bin, you can see the bins all come in useful. Most of these sort of open spaces I find are almost place marks for things in case they want to add anything else at some point. You've got Berries Electronics. Here you'll find where you need to get the apps from for your phone, which will come in very useful. You can also get TVs, fridges, ovens, things like that. Your Let's Go grocery, which is one of the most important places that you need to know. Because you'll get all your food. You'll also get like toilet roll and cleaners and things like that all from here. This is a very useful place. And you've got the pawn store, which is where I usually sell all my goods. I find that I get usually a better deal here than if I just send them into a post box. So you want to check here and see what's on offer on what day. That's quite useful. You can make a decent amount of money through that. You've got Moon Coffee. This sells drinks, cakes, muffins, biscuits, things like that. It also has toilet facilities and hand washings to get your hygiene and your toilet up. You've got Furniture Shop. That does what it says on the tin, really. You can get furniture there. and it has a sale once a season as well. Most of the shops have sales once a season, so you can keep an eye on that in the calendar to save you some money if you know you want to get something. Here you can do some fishing and just wander through, and it's got a bin and things like that. And then down here is the main fishing area and the docks, where you can do fishing in this bit here and this bit here. We'll go through fishing in another video. It's coming up in the tutorial. Yes, that's basically the map. Usually my main route that I take is down here, and then here, because I go mostly to the grocery store. So yeah, that's the map. So take your little. Also, if you want a little tip, when you walk, if you press shift, you'll run. If you press shift again, you'll stop running. Like so. Just means you can get around a bit faster, but obviously the more you run, the more tired you will get, which we can talk about in a following video about energy. So here we are. So we go in and we speak to the clerk. So I'm not going to read everything on these tutorials because there is a lot to say. So I will just go through it and you can read it at your leisure if you want to pause.
Avaluki.
So to pay your bill, you go on to services and then pay bills. And then it's all here. So I'll put up a graphic showing what each of these do. So the electricity bill will be from certain items, water bill will be from certain items, heating, internet, and healthcare. Healthcare is when your needs get so low and you end up being taken to hospital. So essentially you don't die, you just get taken to hospital and basically regenerated again, fixed up, and that obviously costs money. So here we are, you can see again here, because we've taken the bill physically to the post office, we get a 5% discount. So if we press pay, and then that's that one. Quickly going to show you what it's like to pay your bills over a phone app as well. So you want to make sure that your bills are in your inventory, otherwise there is a bit of a glitch where they stay in your inventory. So make sure you put them in your inventory. And then you will get an app to pay your bills. So you go into your phone, you can see it exactly the same as at the post office, but you're paying over the phone so you don't need to travel there. So you can see you need to pay within a certain time, otherwise you'll get additional fees and costs. You'll also see that if you need late bills, they'll be there as well in your current bill, and you just pay like so. That's a bit easier. I will just make a caveat that you can kind of cheat the bills a little bit. I don't really turn my lights on. It sounds crazy, but the game is light enough whereby if you don't turn the lights on, you can still see. So that saves you money. Also, the bills used to be a lot higher before they made some modifications to it. So we're now not in the thousands for bills, which is nice. So hopefully they don't go up again like the real world. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know there are some tricks, tips and things like that, like going to other places to go to the toilet, so you can save yourself money. Oh, something else is coming up. Here we go. New quest. So it's about fixing broken items. So we will go home. And here are these. If you would like to pause, you can. We will go and do this quest now. So if we want to go home, here's our home, where we can click it, and that'll be your compass point. It is a bit fiddly with the big map. It does sort of drag you around a little bit, but So if you go into quests, so if you go phone, this is your quests tab. And you can see here, this is your next bit of the quest. So if you open it up, this is your main quests. You can pin and unpin when you've got multiple ones. It makes more sense if you just want to have a few up there. You can either right click and it will pin and unpin, or you can just click down here. So now it wants us to go home. I'll run again, just make it a bit quicker. You can also follow your little compass at the top, past the university. It's a lot easier running in the tutorial because you don't have an energy bar. So, as you saw before, we placed down a workbench. So just to quickly show you how to repair things. So you open here and you get materials. So you take all the materials and put them into your inventory. So if you hover over something that's broken, it will tell you what requirements you need. It's not the same every single time, so an oven might not always be those two things. You won't normally get the exotic one, but it's normally wood, metal, or plastic. So if you repair that, as long as you've got it in your inventory, it will take it out of your inventory to fix things. It speeds up time. There we go. And then if you hover over the washing machine, that takes one metal. So again, you do that. While this is being fixed, I will go through where materials and things like that come from in another video, because it's all to do mostly with recycling. But I have got a couple of pictures here to show you where you can get it from, just as a quick FYI. So for furniture, you need to have certain components, i.e. the plastic, metal, wood, etc. You can either get them from the DIY shop as pictured here, or you can get them from recycling materials, which is a little video here. I'll go through this more another time because it's linked to quite a few different things. Hopefully that explains everything for this video. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Next time we'll be looking at needs, so hunger, energy, thirst, things like that. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye!